Hey, Mike. What? Who's got next?
What's good, y'all? It's your man Hezo, and welcome back to the Blacktop, where I always got next. You feel me? Now, I know first thing you're probably thinking is, Hezo, why the hell you got an Orlando Magic jersey on? Well, because I just got it in the mail when I won the Rockets, so fight me. So Miami takes a 2-0 series lead over Philly, and I'll be honest with you, it was pretty much the same story as Game 1. So before I dive into everything, as always, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down low. I'm on my way to my first 300 subscribers, so all the help is greatly appreciated, and I appreciate all the support as well. So let's get right into it. So another big win from Miami, and this series is over, man. Let's call it for what it is. This series is over, and I expected it. I expected Miami to win big again. The Sixers just don't have enough. Without Joel Embiid, this team looks so different, and a lot of the points in this game, they just looked lost on offense. Again, no bench depth. They have no bench scoring. It was the same three guys again. Tyrese Maxey had a very nice game. I think he finished with 34. Tobias Harris didn't really do much the entire game until the fourth quarter. He had a nice stretch there where he hit 2 threes, a couple fast break points. So nice fourth quarter for Tobias Harris, but it's just not enough. James Harden, where are you? James Harden has to be the James Harden of Houston, and I know it's just not going to be the case because when I watch James Harden play, especially this season, you could tell he doesn't create as much separation on his step back. He can't really turn the corner as quick as he normally can. He just doesn't create as much space, and guys close out on him easier. He was, again, 1 for 5 from 3, 20 points, only took 15 shots. That's not going to get it done. If you are James Harden, you have to do more offensively. That's just not enough. He's being too passive. He's looking for calls, crying for calls, all that stuff like James Harden has always done. That's not going to work against Miami's defense. Miami has too many good role players, and Philly just doesn't. It comes down to the benches, and they just have more guys for Miami. This game was not really close from the get-go. I mean, yeah, it was kind of close in the first half, but everyone knew Miami was going to win this game once again. It's just Philly just doesn't have enough. And I look at Doc Rivers as the coach of this team, and I'm just wondering, at what point are you going to make an adjustment? At what point are you going to try other guys out? Throw in Shake Milton. We've seen Shake Milton be able to get hot in the playoffs. He did it against Atlanta last year in a couple games. Shake Milton, is a shooter. He can get hot. You have to find something offensively when Tyrese Maxey's not in the game, or Tobias Harris is struggling, or James Harden is struggling. With no Joel Embiid, you have to look for other options. Korkmaz came in, he hit a couple nice shots, but come on, man. That's not going to be enough. Again, no bench production for the Sixers, and that was a big difference. Second chance points, again, for Miami. I feel like I'm just repeating it. I just repeat myself because it's the same story every game so far, and I just don't see it changing. Even if Embiid plays Game 3, I don't see it being a difference. I mean, yes, he's going to obviously make an impact. He'll probably maybe get 25, 30 points, but it's not going to be enough to win the game because Philly just doesn't have enough offensively. They don't play great defense either. I mean, they shot, 8 for 30 from 3 this game. Miami hit 14 or 15 threes or something like that. Another nice game for Adebayo. Another nice game for Tyler Hero. Bounce back game from Jimmy, who was a very, very underrated playmaker, man, as well as Adebayo. I love Adebayo's game. I really do. I wish Atlanta had him. He is such a grinder, just on the boards, so athletic, has a nice little mid-range jump shot, just can finish. I love Adebayo's game. I think he is one of the top probably 5 centers in the NBA. Excellent defensive player. Jimmy has been the guy for them this year, and they're kind of playing through Jimmy as that number 1 playmaker. And he's showing, man, some of the passes that Jimmy was making this game, I'm like, damn, is that my boy Trey out there? He has just played excellent. He played excellent in Game 2. Had a rough Game 1, but definitely had a bounce-back game. And Miami's just too much at the end of the day. Another game when Duncan Robinson doesn't get in, and I'm really starting to question, man, is Duncan Robinson going to be on this team next year, or are they going to maybe look to move him in the offseason? Now, paying a dude $90 million who's a one-trick pony is just, I don't know how much value he's going to have. Now, shooters are obviously always going to have value in this league, but when you're paying a dude $90 million to just come off really catch and shoot threes, that's going to be a hard contract to move if they do decide to move him. I don't know if that's the case. That's just my opinion. I just don't really see him fitting in on this team now that they have guys that have emerged like Max Strus and Gabe Vincent, who have really kind of taken their defense a step up as well. I've talked about Gabe Vincent and given him high praise for the defender that he has been this playoff series. Max Strus is definitely an improved defender. I don't really know where, and then you have obviously Tyler Hero, who's an excellent playmaker, excellent scorer. I don't really know where Duncan Robinson fits into this rotation anymore. I'll be honest with you. I think he could be a key contributor on another team, but with as deep as this Miami team is, I don't know where Duncan Robinson fits in. And I mean, I guess it's a great thing if you're Miami because you can never have too much depth. A lot of people were saying that about Atlanta, and that's why they traded Cam Reddish, which I'm still pissed about, by the way. But they just have so much depth, and that's what you need as a champion basketball team is depth. Philly don't have no depth, and that's why you see them struggling in this series because without Joel Embiid, again, they just look completely lost on offense at times. I think they had 2 to 3 shot clock violations. Danny Green he just couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Dude's just jacking up 3 after 3. I think he was like 1 for 9 from 3. Like, dude, at some point you gotta stop shooting. And I get shooters trying to get into a rhythm. They just are not playing well. It's a lot of ISO ball, which it has been all season with James Harden. Just dribble, step back 3, miss. It's so predictable to guard if you're Philly because Miami sees it coming. They know how Philly plays. It's a lot of ISO ball, not a lot of ball movement. Tyrese Maxey was really the only bright spot that they had tonight with getting to the rim. He didn't shoot well from 3, but he was able to take guys off the dribble, get to the rim, get a couple nice finish and ones, all that. I think he finished with 34, I think I said earlier. But he was really the only bright spot. And if you're Philly, you're now down 0-2. Game 3 is a must-win, regardless if Embiid plays. Because if you go down 3-0, you're getting swept. It's just what it is. Maybe a gentleman's sweep. I don't know. Either way, like I said, man, I picked Miami to win this series, so I am not surprised one bit at the outcome of these games. But I will say, the Sixers really need to look in the mirror this offseason if they do not obviously win or lose. Well, everybody knows they're going to lose the series. But if they don't at least put up a fight and take it to 6-7 games, I think Doc Rivers is going to be on his way out. I just don't think Doc Rivers is the answer at the head coach for this team. I said it last video. He's not I'm not going to call him a bad coach, but he's an overrated coach. He makes a lot of questionable decisions. I love Embiid being in the game up by 30 against Toronto in Game 6. I mentioned that last video as well. I just don't see Doc Rivers. When you look at his career, he hasn't really had a lot of great playoff runs outside of when he won the championship with Boston in 2008. Other than that, man, what has Doc Rivers really done? And again, I'm not throwing shade at Doc Rivers because I think he's an exceptional coach. I just think he's overrated. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know what you think about Doc Rivers. But this series is over, man. I'm going to leave it at that. There's really not much more I could talk about this series. Shout out to Victor Oladipo. Very nice game for him. 19 points off the bench. Victor Oladipo is really starting to get back into a rhythm here off his huge injuries, which we never really knew what he was going to be. He's starting to find a nice kind of rhythm playing in this Miami Heat rotation, and the Heat are looking pretty damn good, man. They're looking pretty damn good. So I'm going to pretty much leave it there for this series. Real quick, I want to touch on the other couple series. Boston and Milwaukee. I'll be honest with you, man. I turned that game off at halftime last night. Boston just ran away with it. It wasn't even close. Jaylen Brown had a bounce-back game, and I knew it wasn't going to happen again. I knew Jaylen and Tatum were going to have a bounce-back game. Giannis has really struggled in this series. I don't know if that's going to be consistent because that series is so hard to predict of which which Milwaukee team are we going to get, which Boston team are we going to get. Very hard game to predict. I really am excited to watch the game. I think tomorrow or Friday, whenever it's on. And then the Grizzlies and Warriors game, that's a game I did not watch because I'm not staying up till the crack of dawn to finish watching the game because, again, I work an 8 to 5. I can't stay up that late and watch a basketball game. I just don't have it in me. Same thing with Phoenix and Dallas. I'm not going to be watching that game tonight. Maybe the first quarter. I don't know. Again, can't stay up till the crack of dawn watching these games, man. So I catch the early games. I love doing reviews on them. I know my Heat fans in the comments, y'all looking for this review. I appreciate all the support from the Heat fans, which is crazy that, me being a Hawks fan, I got more Heat fans supporting me than Hawks fans, which it's whatever, man. Hawks fans, I wish y'all would, show up on my videos a little bit more, but I got a lot of time to grow, man. I'm not going nowhere. Y'all gonna see me doing a lot of reviews come the off season, but come next season when I get league pass, probably for every team. I did have it for the Hawks this year. I probably am going to look to get it for every team next year. Be on the lookout for my jersey video, man. I am going to be doing a video, probably the off season, of my jersey collection. I know it's not really basketball related, but the biggest, my jerseys are all mainly basketball. I got some baseball, I got some NFL, but they are mainly basketball. So I am going to be doing a jersey collection video. I got a fire jersey collection, man. I'm excited to show y'all. So I know there's some people out there looking forward to it, so be on the lookout. I did just get this penny jersey in the mail, which I actually have a duplicate of because I needed a bigger size because I've gained some weight, let's be honest. But I'm going to pretty much leave it there, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I know Heat fans are probably predicting Heat in 4, maybe Heat in 5. Let me know what y'all think about the other series going on. Leave a like, and I will catch y'all next episode.